the canvas perfect.
So
Then everything else
we're
is
looking
fun.
at Suzanne
Yeah.
really quickly, Laura, just because I love that we started with that shade chart, because that's the only decision that anyone has to make. Which shade of
That's right.
foundation are you? But we started with Leah, which I think, do we know what shade, Leah, you were?
Yeah,
Medium.
medium.
And then Suzanne, are
Medium.
you in the light? But
Yeah.
it's what you said. It's so accommodating, and it appears to just melt into the skin and then soften her complexion.
That's exactly right. And we gave you this new kabuki brush. It's called the airbrush kabuki. And the difference is that it deposits the product a little bit more densely, so you get a little bit more coverage quicker.
Love it. As we're looking at Suzanne, and this is what's nice is it's a retractable brush. You can load it up and take it with you if you want to. She's just swiping it all over her face, and that brush is just so soft as well as dense. And so Laura, she gets coverage, but it looks so natural.
That's right. And I think that's the beauty of the versatility of Balance and Brighten, and why it has won the last few years is that you can get natural, very sheer coverage, or you can make this a full coverage foundation. And it is fragrance free first. Of course, think of everybody that you have on your gift list. But this is, as you see Autumn doing this, and by the way, Autumn is in golden medium for Balance and Brighten.
Okay.
So everybody can have a frame of reference.
Okay.
Any single one of these shadows will act as liners, as highlighters. Like, you will go crazy working out of it. It's the easiest, most goof-proof palette we've ever created. And I'm just, a little bit biased. I want to make everybody's life easier and fun.
I love it.
Whether you're porcelain through deep, these colors will work in this palette for you.
You notice that Autumn just took a little bit of the highlighter that's in the Party in a Palette, just put it at the top of her cheek to give it that glow. She's got the perfect flush because the blush is in the palette as well. And then look at her eyes. You're getting 6 different eyeshadows. So I'll tell you, Laura, just on their own, over 1 million of your Party in a Palettes have been ordered on QVC. And as you said, this is one that's not in the collection.
Year after year, 2 decades strong. As you look at Amy putting this on, Amy, what color do you wear in the Balance? I think she's in fair.
Are you fair, Amy?
Fair. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. Good guess, right? I will tell you, and it's really just sort of targeting at what you need to really recognize as your skin tone. That's why we don't make Balance and Brighten in 40 shades, because each one has 6 different colors. So it's very forgiving and very easy to use and really good for your skin.
And I love seeing that before and after too, Laura, because the thing that I think everybody and anyone, maybe even if you're new to Laura Geller, this is complete. I mean, it's complexion, it's eyes, it's cheeks. And I know we saw Autumn working with the palette. We've seen the ladies applying Balance and Brighten. I was applying the incredible Italian marble lipstick. Can we talk about the eyeliner as well? Because that's always a favorite.
Yeah, in fact, it's soft black. You see that right on the top of Amy's eyes. And I always like to say, everybody's eyes come in different shapes. Even if you don't think your upper liner shows, you still need to wear eyeliner. It brings out the shape of your eye. So, Leah, little fun fact, I only ever wear black deep eyeliner across the top of my eye. When we made soft black, I thought, okay, most people will like that because it's a change. But I'm going to still wear my rich black till, of course, I created the color with my product development team. And as you see on Leah, it's so soft. It has like a charcoal base. I am now only wearing this color liner across the top of my eyes. It's so beautiful, not harsh, gives you the richness that you need. And the kajals have rich pigment and they don't move. If you are that liner person that everything transfers to your lid or comes off by the end of the day, or your liner looks faded, you will not have that with the kajal. There is a sharpener in every one of them, so you can always keep point. But
Oh, we're gonna we were having a few technical difficulties.
Together, you're gonna go crazy with this combination for your eyes.
You know, one of the things that I think people love about not only the Kajal eyeliners, but also your Just Swipe eyeshadow is the formulation. Because I know you're one of our Q50 ambassadors, and we talk a lot about at any age and every age, we just want to feel our most confident. If your lids aren't as smooth as they used to be, or your eyesight isn't as good as it used to be, you know, the way those liners glide on, the way the shadows just sort of glide over the lid and then lay down that color beautifully, that's part of the reason we will enjoy these so much.
Exactly. They're cream matte, so there's no shimmer in those two beautiful Just Swipe colors. Autumn, your eyes look gorgeous. And I don't know if you noticed what she did under her lower lashes was she took that cocoa color in the Just Swipe, not even the Kajal liner. So in the eyeshadow, because these are smoothing shadows, but they're long wearing. And so I love what you mentioned, Leah, that like our eyelids, they really change texture over time. And sometimes, depending on what you're putting on your lid, you're enhancing the look of the dryness or the texture. These are smoothing shadows. You have really, instead of Just Swipe, we could have called them smoothing shadows. They make your lids look creamy and soft.
You know what? And as you're looking at Autumn, you can see how pretty that is. And when we come back, I'll show you just sort of so that you can see how
created this for women who have a problem with a steady hand, because they lay down so quickly that you don't have to work at your liner. Leah, your eyes look gorgeous. That smoky amethyst. I just want to point out that color. If you've got brown eyes, it's going to make your brown eyes look like they're hazel. But if you've got blue or green eyes, it will enhance the color of your blue and green eyes. Very hard to do an amethyst that doesn't look like too red. This is non-irritating. It's ophthalmologist tested, but it makes the color so rich in your eye. If you don't want to use typical browns or blacks, go to this color. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
So we have 1,200 left. Remember, the price goes away at the end of the show. And what I love is you saw on both Autumn and on Leah, and she did, wow, that's the perfect line. Like, that's so good.
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
And it's there to stay. And I love, too, that these are colors that have been perfectly paired and selected by you, Laura. So I'm not trying to figure out, like, oh.
Is that it makes your makeup last longer. So if you're going to take the time to put on makeup, I always say this takes seconds. I put primer on first, then I go to my eyes. I do my eye makeup. By the time I come back to put on foundation, look at the difference. Stop, Suzanne, for once. I can't get over that. Do you see the glow, Leah, in her skin?
You see it.
The radiance and brilliance that's lost on so many of us as we are of a particular age, we lose that glow to our skin that we had when we were 20. Okay, I'm just saying. And, you know, sometimes you put moisturizer on under your makeup because you feel so dehydrated. But what's happening when you're doing that is anything you're putting on top of that moisturizer is also penetrating your skin. So your makeup's breaking down. It's starting to separate. Primer hovers on the skin and doesn't penetrate into the pores, so that when you put your makeup on top, it glides on effortlessly and lasts hours and hours longer. That's the beauty of what a true good primer does for you.
Your primer has won the QVC Customer Choice Award for Best Primer.
This is really a true story. I have to tell you, she has a lot of hyperpigmentation. I hope she's not watching right now, although nobody knows who she is, right? So, okay, a lot of hyperpigmentation, the brown marks on her skin. And by the way, I'm going to also stop and just show you, this is the easiest thing to apply. And go under your eyes with it because it'll create a smoothing under your eyes. And I kept thinking, what can I let her leave with today that would make a difference in the look of her skin? She looked dry and dehydrated. And I didn't want to give her something that would go on her face that would, she was the type of skin that you don't wear foundation, like other than maybe a very sheer quenching tint of mine. And so I thought, I'm going to give her diamond spackle because I'll give her this radiance and I'll be able. So I went in the bathroom. All you do is you twist it up and you'll see Autumn put it on. It takes a minute, by the way, gals, when you get this at home,
Kind
to
of have to
keep
prime it
twisting
when
it
you
till,
twist, yeah, because it
thank you,
releases
thank you.
the blush cheek tint into the sponge applicator. Okay.
That's right. That's right. And you just tap it on your cheeks, and you're going to get this incredible glow to your skin while nourishing your skin with the benefits of skincare ingredients that read like a book. I'm not going to, I'll spare you, but it is so easy to use. You don't need brushes.